Smart Farm electric pump control station. We have the Smart Farm control module up here. There's a solar panel which powers it. There's a battery inside, and then we have a Yagi antenna to be able to reach to the next repeater tower. This was necessary because of all the brush that's blocking down low. Here is the service panel, the control panel for the electric pump, which is over behind my trusty photographer. So this is the inside of the service panel. This is the disconnect switch. Here is a contactor which turns the pump on and off. And over here are two pieces that we've installed. One is a 24 volt AC transformer which connects to the 480 volt lines. The other is a relay which we control that allows us to turn this panel on and off remotely. So I'll demonstrate a process that we go through. First we turn on the panel. So now it's live. All this is 480 volts. The first test that we do is to verify that we can turn on the pump with a relay manual turn on switch, which is right here. So if you listen, you'll hear the pump start. So that test is correct. Next we're going to go to the Smart Farm module, which has been installed here. We've run a BX Liquidite cable down from the inside of this box up into this post, and then our module is up here. So we'll slide the cover around to get access to this module, and then pull the board out, and I'll show you what's on the other side. This control module has some LEDs for troubleshooting and some push buttons for some local tests, which is very important to verify that the product is working. So this bottom button does the same thing as the button on that relay inside the control panel. So you can see that we can turn this pump on and off from this little push button on our panel, and an LED lights indicating that there's flow, and now we've turned it off. So this is how a control module and electric pump works. With this functionality in place and a radio communicating with the base, we can turn this pump on and off remotely as long as the panel is in the auto switch position. There's an off, a manual, and an auto switch position, and so once the panel is put in auto, then we'll be able to control it remotely from the farm headquarters. So once we're done with that test, we slide the board back in, we slide the cover around, and this is a functional station. So we have engaged the panel with the power switch on, and we've also turned the switch on the panel to auto. So what's going to happen next is that this control module, receiving signals from the antenna up above, will receive a signal from the farm to turn it on, and then we'll send another signal to turn it off. I'm going to go stand by the pump here so that you can see this electric pump drive shaft turning. Now I'm going to tell Steve to turn on the pump, and then I'll show you that the drive shaft is turning. Go ahead, Steve, turn on the pump. And you can see the water is coming out, and we're pumping. Okay, Steve, turn off the pump. That quickly. So this successfully tests the electric pump start and stop feature.